So the internship program, I found out about it because I went to a meeting up at the Innovation Park, and they were doing a showcase. So some of the lecturers came out and talked about doing internships. I'd always kind of known about it, and I got an email actually directly from the university about this that was upcoming. So I went to the internship program and talked to the head of computing science department, and from there then got in touch with Joe and the rest of the team at Stirling Uni.
And so what factors, well, kind of answered this, but if you wanted to build on it, what factors made you choose to take an intern with the Stirling internship program?
I was specifically looking for two kind of skill bases. I was looking for marketing and comms, and I was also looking for development. It did help the fact that they were down the road, but because so the marketing one was, as I mentioned, there was an obvious choice moving forward from the MSc student research that had happened, and then into bringing in the third year for an honours degree. Kind of made sense that they could then take the mantle and progress that forward. For the development, the computing science degree is of a really high standard, and also it was ultimately came down to the experience of the students and if they'd done anything relevant. So it was about getting that kind of combination of talent, creative ability, and then also knowledge about the type of work that we were doing as well. But the fact that down the road was probably the biggest influence on anything else.
That's an interesting question. What did you think about the application process? Was there any improvements or suggestions that you would find helpful?
So from the business point of view, then it was relatively simple. Fill in a form for the Santander application and put in the job description, which it's been a while since I've written a job description because I work a lot with contractors and freelancers. So that in itself was quite fun actually, having to put that together. I'd actually just work out specifically what each student would be doing when they came in. But other than that, that was it, and then it was sent on to the employability service and then posted onto the website where relevant, or passed on to the students as well to choose whether they wanted to apply.
So you liked how simple it was?
I did. I don't have a lot of time running a business, so the simpler and easier it is, the better.
So did you find the program, did you find the program beneficial to your company? It seems like it.
Massively. It's been better than I could have expected, to be completely honest. Both Cameron and Nick managed to do more than I expected them to do, and it didn't really matter what I threw at them, they'd still managed to run with it and do even more above and beyond what I'd expected. We've gone from having the concept of a very simple game that we created 14 years ago and bringing it right up to date now that it's running on an arcade machine, which will be at MetaFest in December. And then we're going to have a completed website with whole new communications and a whole social media strategy as well. And to get that done in 5 weeks is really impressive. And we still have another 2.5 weeks to go to actually run the campaign and get it out there. I'll be honest, I'll miss them when they go. So it's been really beneficial, definitely.
So if you could, would you hire them on?
I want to hire them on. I'm going to keep them secret so no one else hires them. They're mine. No, they're great. I would love to be able to hire them both. I want to get to the point where I've got spaces for them for the time they're graduating next year. I think they'd be ideal. They fit in really well with the team. They've proven that they can do the work. But critically, it is about that team part of it, and because it's the setup's slightly different to normal businesses, in that we've got a lot of people elsewhere in the world that we work with that are part of the Ping team. So a lot of communications via Skype or in email, and they've just totally adapted